Hey everybody, welcome back to the Cage to Free Range YouTube channel. We really appreciate you guys joining in. So obviously we're not at the property, not at the apartment. We're at my parents' house actually, working on the truck. Well, I say working on the truck. I actually worked on it last year. Intro wasn't good, so I figured I might as well make a new one. So one of these 3 amber LED grill lights went out and I had to figure out how to splice in a new one. Couldn't find anything instruction-wise on YouTube to figure out how to do it. So I figured might as well make one myself. And I did, and it worked. So that's what this video is going to be, a little step-by-step tutorial on how to work on a 2019 Toyota Tundra. Next video after this is going to be an update on the property. We're actually really close to getting this thing done, at least the paperwork and the loan. I think it's an underwriting right now. Next step after that's closing, and then we can start breaking ground. So we are really close. I know most of these videos are just us talking, but there's actually going to be stuff coming up. Once we break ground, things are going to start moving pretty quick. I know we're going to have to do a big cleanup video on the fence line of the property. I know that's coming. So there's stuff coming down the line. So hopefully things will start picking up here in a little bit. But that being said, let's get on into it, and I'll see you after the video. All right, so we're working on my 2019 Toyota Tundra. I have the 3 amber, well, you can't see one of them, grill LED lights from YOTALEDs.com. This is what it looks like. This is what the other ones look like because they fit right in there, just like that. This one burned out. So what I did, because the whole assembly is over $100, what I did is I went back online and I bought 3 replacement ones. And these are like $14 a piece. So they come in, so it came to like $38, something like that. So I went ahead and bought 3 of them because if one burns out, odds are the others are going to as well. I'd rather have these on hand. So getting the grill off is a pretty simple process. There's 10mm bolts here, 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 and here. They line up to these over here.
All right, so I misspoke. So the holes on the far right and the far left, so the first one I pointed to and the last one I pointed to, those holes don't line up to where bolts go in. Those are actually little clips that pop up so you can take them out of the top of the grill.
That insert fell through, so I'm gonna have to find that. Under here is where this wire goes in, which is the radar and adaptive cruise control. I can't pull it off, the grill. I can't pull the whole grill off because my existing lights are tied in here. They run back to the fuse panel. And actually mine run off of, I have them tied in here. I made sure to pull the fuse before I started cutting anything just because this fuse right there is for the injectors. So whenever the injectors are running, which is all the time, my lights would be working, right? So once you remove those bolts, you got to pull it off. Basically pull it off from the top. I've heard some people say push down and pull. Didn't really work for me. This truck is 4 or 5 years old. It sounds like stuff breaks. It really does, guys. But you gotta be firm with it, and it'll come off with some finagling. So what I did, the bolt was right here. So it's 4 across. There's 3 individual spaces between them. So I basically took it off and cut it pretty much here. Stripped it back a little bit so there's plenty of slack, right? This is what I'm working with. You want to give yourself space. I got heat shrink, butt connectors, all that kind of stuff because it's out in the elements, right? So you want to protect this. You don't want your splices and stuff to be burning out. So I got it stripped back here. I'm going to take one out of the bag over here, strip it back real quick, and then we'll get back at it. All right, so I have the new one out of the bag, and it comes with a nut and plenty of slack. Like I said, you want to do it out here where you have more room. And then I'll just coil any excess up and put it in there, zip tie it, make it all nice and pretty looking. if you're splicing stuff, it just makes it so much easier, guys. And remember, before you put it on, you have to put this little piece in, because these come with these little rectangles that fit inside there. I gotta find where it is, but you gotta put it on. Also, if you're gonna do heat shrink, which I recommend, go ahead and put the heat shrink on first, because there's nothing worse than go ahead and taking the time and getting all this spliced together, and then getting ready to put it back together, hook everything up, and realize, crap, the heat shrink's not on. Then your stuff's exposed. I'm gonna double heat shrink mine a couple times. Each of these will be heat shrinked here. I'll do one here and one here, one black, one red, and then I'll heat shrink the whole thing together. So, next step. All right, so I went ahead and took the nut off, because these new ones, replacements, come with a nut, but washer, crush washer, and nut, that came with it on it, right? So we're not gonna need this. Get this over here. So we want to go ahead and make sure this goes on, but we want to put the heat shrink on too, like I said, and that'll be our next thing. All right, so I got one side done, I think. I know I said I was going to double heat shrink it, but these butt connectors have heat shrink in them. So this is kind of the best I could. I hope I didn't damage that or anything. We'll find out when I test it, but strip both of it back. I have the heat shrink here that's going to cover that whole thing, ideally. I have both of these stripped back, and I had to use these small channel locks because that's what I had. You need to make sure that when you do this, the whole wire goes in there, right? And that when this crimps down, when you squeeze it with these channel locks, that metal ring in there, that metal sleeve, is going to crimp down onto the jacket of the wire. Not this, because if it crimps down on that could break. So you want it to crimp down onto both sides of that. All right. I'm gonna look at it again, or I'll come back once I have this side crimped as well before I heat shrink it. All right. So as you can see, hopefully it'll focus. This is just my phone. There. It's crimped down onto the jacket of both sides. And what I've done is I did a little bit of back it up. A little bit of a pull test, and both sides don't pull out. They're pretty resistant. So, and when I crimped them, I did one side one and then one side of the other. I didn't do the middle. I will do the middle here now, but just a quick thing. But you want to crimp each side like this, and I had them that down to the middle. So those are in. Lights are in. You know what's funny is I just noticed this is black and these are not. I'm not too concerned about that right now. If this works, when the other, I know these two are going to go out here probably eventually. I've had these on for about 2 years, so I'm going to plug it in without putting anything together. I'm going to put the fuse back in over there, and we'll test it. All right. Away just enough, and look at that, they're working. That is awesome. Cool. All right, so we're just about wrapped up. Again, I'm OCD really bad, so it bothers me that that's black and those are not, but you know, from back here you really can't tell unless you're looking for it. So we're all wrapped up, zip tied up, pretty nice and neat. It could be a little bit cleaner. I do have some electrical tape because these are where the connections are right here. It's heat shrinked up, ready to go. I do have electrical tape on it because I cut too much of the jacket back when I stripped it, so you could see a little bit of black and red wire sticking out both ends of the heat shrink. So just to cover my bases, I went ahead and did that. I found that other thing was hiding down in the grill, so took longer than it should have, honestly, but you know what? They work. I don't care. Really, really easy installation, guys. If I can do it, trust me, anybody can. Like I said, I got my 10 millimeter socket, pliers, pair of flush cuts, and then I had some cable strippers that I put back downstairs, put back away. And these are connectors I used. Very easily, very, very easy. Got them at Home Depot. Heat shrink tubes. I did use those. And a little bit of electrical tape. Other than that, guys, super easy installation. It'll be wrapped up here in a second, and I'll show you what it's like. I tried to do the remote start, but with the hood up, it doesn't work. So I'll be back and show you what it looks like when I'm done. All right, and just like that, we are all wrapped up. Everything's nice and secure. And I have Start X remote start that I put on this super easy installation as well. Boom, there they go. That's awesome. All right, guys. Well, thanks for tuning in. Hope this helped somebody, because I looked and I didn't see anything online, so I figured I might as well make my own. So, hope y'all enjoyed. Thanks. Hey, look, they're still working. No, in all seriousness, guys, thank you so much for watching. If you like what you see, consider subscribing to this channel. We'd love to have you. Otherwise, like, comment, share. We're trying to get this channel off the ground, trying to get things going. So next video, like I said, we'll be back to our scheduled programming, air quotes. But again, I'll see you guys later.